fresh organic produce?
I am Groot.
There are plenty of items that you can, and frankly should, buy at Walmart. But what about the ones that you shouldn't? When you take a step back and really survey the scene, are there items you wish that you'd bought elsewhere? Well, here's a list of 15 Walmart foods you should absolutely never buy.
Trust me when I say this.
Snack foods.
Snack foods.
So many options. Whether watching football, soccer, baseball, basketball, or just a late-night movie binge, snack foods are a staple in most households.
Indeed.
Chips and dip, popcorn, peanuts, cashews, and candy are all some of the most popular items to buy for these events. Is Walmart the best place to buy them, though? Nope. While you're at the local dollar store for your plastic silverware and paper plates, check out their snack aisle. It's usually cheaper and better stocked than Walmart's. Walmart Twist and Shout cookies.
Yes, I'd like a chocolate chip cookie.
Dunking cookies into a tall glass of milk is a ceremonial task for kids. It's something that has been passed down from generation to generation since the invention of, well, cookies. So when Walmart released their take on Oreos, the classic chocolate sandwich cookie, people flocked to the shelves for the cheaper brand. However, what people found out was of great disappointment. The cookie crumbled in your hands, not able to withstand a single dunk into the milk it was designed for, breaking many hearts as the cookie pieces sank to the bottom of the milk-filled glass.
Horse!
The knockoff Oreo will never take the place of the master. Great value granola bars.
My man, you've gone granola.
Granola bars have, in a way, replaced many traditional breakfast meals. Long gone are the days where people wake up to cook a giant breakfast before leaving their house in the morning. A big reason for this is because of granola bars, cereal bars, and Pop-Tarts.
Lois, can I have a Pop-Tart in bed, please?
Well, if you're looking for flavor, don't pick up the Great Value brand granola bars. These may be a great value, but ultimately, they lack flavor. This is one item you might want to take a pass on. Pork, fish, steak, chicken.
Everyone, meet your meat.
Biting into a tender beef steak hot off the grill, taste buds bursting with flavor and savoring every moment. The smell of salmon cooking covered in butter, basil, lemon, and a zingy sauce. Pork chops smothered in gravy with mashed potatoes on the side.
Delicious.
These are all things you can experience by purchasing meat sold at Walmart. If you're going to spend the money, don't you want the best quality meats possible? Well, you may not believe that Walmart is on the lower end of the scale when it comes to delivering quality products in this department. If the chance ever presents itself, you're better off getting your pork, fish, steak, chicken, and other meat from a local shop or butcher. The difference is mind-blowing, and the prices are usually better too, or at least competitive. Sometimes we've just gotta ask, what's the cost of quality? As we keep moving on, take a second to hit that like button, would ya?
Thank you. Next!
Great value breakfast sandwiches.
Just waiting for my breakfast.
Lois!
You wake up in the morning and the rumble of your stomach pushes you into action. What should you dig into to get the morning started? There are donuts, cereals, Pop-Tarts, French toast, etc. So many options.
Can I get a...
One thing that you should avoid, though, is Walmart's frozen breakfast sandwiches. Although a cheap and quick option, this isn't your best bet to start your day off right. The flavor is subpar, and the savings that you think you're getting really aren't that great compared to the name brand item. Instead of these frozen meals, you might be better off keeping some bananas on hand or a package of bacon, eggs, and some bread. Maybe toast the bread, add some cheese, egg, then some bacon, and bam! A delicious breakfast sandwich that takes only a few minutes to prepare. Pizza.
Pepperoni!
A favorite among children, adults, and especially hungry teens is a big, meat-loaded, cheesy pizza. The flavorful crust, the stretchy cheese, multiple varieties of meat per bite. It's enough to make your mouth water just picturing it. While a fresh-made pizza is always the first choice, frozen pizzas are a perfectly fine option in a pinch. So, where do a lot of folks buy these delicious frozen pizza pies? Yep, At Walmart. Although the prices are very competitive compared to a chain pizza place, when compared to Walmart's direct competitors in the grocery aisles, the prices fall short of being as spectacularly low as advertised. As a matter of fact, in most cases, Walmart actually charges more for their house brand Great Value pizza than any other grocer that provides a house brand pizza variety.
We gonna want another pizza. Who's hungry? Show of hands. Let me see them.
There are also the name brand pizzas to take into consideration. For the brands with the big names, it seems to be half and half when comparing Walmart's prices to those of its competitors. In some cases, Walmart does have some of the better prices, but it's still worth it to check out the other stores' house brands. Great Value mac and cheese.
More cheese and macaroni.
Many people love macaroni and cheese. It's a simple dish that's quick, cheap, and delicious.
Perfect.
So, should you buy the Great Value brand mac and cheese? Not particularly. This product is one of the few items that is indeed cheaper than its name brand competitor, but it's not really worth the little bit of money you're saving. You'll have to add extra cheese if you want it to taste like anything other than plain wet noodles, and some salt and pepper to boost the taste. In the end, the name brand wins out due to not having to add your own ingredients into the pre-made mix. Vanilla extract.
Comes in vanilla. I'm a vanilla man.
Cinnamon rolls, pancakes, waffles, root beer floats, cakes, and cookies. There are so many recipes that call for vanilla extract. It's one of the most used flavors and found in almost every household. So where do we purchase this liquid vanilla tasting extract? Well, many people purchase this hot item from, you guessed it, Walmart. However, if you were to do some research, you may switch this habit. At least one of Walmart's competitors sells this very item for about half the price.
Shut up and take my money.
For something that doesn't cost that much, it may not seem like it would matter, but some households use several bottles of the stuff a year. And if there's an amateur baker in the house, maybe several bottles a month. Imagine all the money that you could save from shopping around. So be sure to check out Costco for a huge surprise on the difference in price. You won't be disappointed. Maple syrup.
You guys want a 10% discount on duty-free maple syrup?
Do I ever?
Picture a Canadian flag flying in the wind high above the maple trees below. Taps with bark growing over them, slowly dripping maple syrup. The most delicious thing ever put on a pancake or waffle. But should you purchase this Canadian delicacy from Walmart?
No! No!
Honestly, it's a lot cheaper in almost every other retail store. Walmart doesn't own singular rights to any one brand of real maple syrup, and it's absolutely delicious from any store. There are some people who don't buy the real stuff at all, and to those we say, just try it. Once you've experienced the smooth flavor, you'll regret never having it before. Just shop around and grab it from somewhere else and save a buck or two. Pet food.
Oh, he ate the cake.
Oh, Cheddar, you furry little pig.
A person's best friend is usually the critter that they come home to after a hard day's work. That fluffy or scaly animal that always listens and never says, "I told you so." For these amazing gifts from the universe, we love to feed them the best quality food that we can. So where do a lot of people buy this pet food from? Well, Walmart, of course. It's right there in the other aisle, making it convenient to grab when you're getting items to fill your own belly with. So why not? Well, there's a few reasons that you should shop around for this one. The first being that Walmart isn't known for selling the healthiest kibble for Cujo.
Oh my God, so gross!
And you'll be hard-pressed to find any Walmart with food for tarantulas, snakes, or Komodo dragons. We suggest surfing the web for a high-quality subscription service, or even signing up for an automatic service. It will save you money, and they typically have healthier options for any pet. Fresh produce.
Nothing better than when they're fresh.
Nothing better.
This one may come as a shock to a lot of folks, but yeah, you shouldn't buy fresh produce from Walmart for the simplest reason that it's cheaper in almost every other store. If money isn't a concern, then consider that most Walmarts are understaffed in the produce section, so to fill in the service gaps, the company uses its managers and other department workers who know little to nothing about keeping produce fresh and edible.
Yikes, that's a recipe for disappointment.
We don't want to stereotype, but keep in mind that a 16-year-old working at Walmart probably doesn't care where the bananas came from, how long they've been out on the floor, or whether they've been dropped or thrown around. Check out local fruit stands and markets for a better selection of fresh produce that's been grown, harvested, and sold by people who have probably been doing it for their whole lives. Great Value brand cereal.
It's empty. It's just Cheerios and coloring books.
It's in the name, Great Value. So why isn't the value of this cereal much better than the name brands?
Why would you do that? Unless you're trying to trick me somehow.
This item usually has a comparable taste to the name brand it mimics, but it doesn't match up to the promise of a cheaper price. If the consumer inspects the quantities listed in both the Great Value brand and the name brand, then they will find that the difference in price is negligible. So if you have a child that's all about the name brand, then it's almost worth it to purchase said name brand cereal at Walmart. Sometimes a parent has to pick and choose the battles that are worth fighting. And frankly, a fight over cereal brands that are roughly the same price just isn't something most adults want to deal with after a long week of work. Shrimp.
You like seafood, do you?
The delicious taste of an ocean crustacean, even if you live in the middle of the country. It's never been easier to buy seafood from your local Walmart. But should you? Well, that all depends. The toll that the questionable farming operations take on the environment have long been investigated by groups of concerned citizens. On the other hand, for the most part, these little critters taste great, aren't too expensive, and make a heck of a good appetizer. But just because it's cheap doesn't make it worth it to support the questionable environmental practices. Some folks think so, others not so much.
Not me, obviously.
Do what makes you happy. There's no judgment here. Organic milk.
You think you could milk me?
Although this item is always going to be more expensive than its non-organic counterpart, Walmart's stock of organic milk products seem to be much higher than any competitor. This is because of the desire of Walmart to turn massive profits on certain items to make for savings on others.
Money, 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 money.
We aren't talking about a small amount of money either. Almost $half more per gallon is what these products cost at Walmart compared to their competitors. Talk about a price difference that adds up. Little Debbie knockoffs.
Fake, 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 fake.
Everyone remembers their first Twinkie or Ho-Ho, right? Well, what about the off-brands of these types of snack cakes? Most people will choose the zebra cake over its copycat, and there's typically a good reason for that. Whether they've had a bad experience with the flavor of the off-brand, or maybe they just like the look of Little Debbie better, typically the name brand wins this battle.
It is the best.
For Walmart's house brand, Great Value, it's no different. Reports of stale cakes, inconsistent flavors, missing parts of cookies, etc. have all plagued the Great Value name since its inception. That's not to say that the treats aren't worth a try, so long as you're okay with a possible stale cake or one that's missing half the frosting. And as always, there's also the minor detail of price to consider. Where the name brand items are typically anywhere from 50 cents to $1 more per box, it seems to be worth the extra cost to ensure you're getting what you paid for. Though maybe you like the gambling aspect of purchasing a frosty, fluffy cake and opening it to find out if it's your lucky day or not. Hey, everyone needs some excitement in their lives. Good luck, and may the odds be ever in your favor.
Good luck with that.
Looking for more? Just tap or click another video. Hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to join our notification squad. And hey, leave us a comment.